Greetings. I'm Adam Lanthone from the Boston Shaker at thebostonshaker.com, thebostonshaker.com. And we're here at Grand in Union Square in the Boston Shaker section to talk about citrus garnishes. So we're going to do a couple different things. The first one we're going to do is your basic twist. You can do this technique with oranges. Normally lemons aren't twisted, limes aren't twisted, but we're going to use a lemon here. And there's a couple tips that I want to point out. One is, don't waste the oils that are going to be coming off this peel when you're making your twist. They are lovely. They sit on top of the drink. They add a great citrus vibe to it. And the way you're going to capture those is you're going to take your zester and you're going to come up. Actually, I'm going to even do it over here. You're going to dig it in right here. Bam. And then you're going to aim this hole down at the surface of the drink. And you'll see when you're doing it, you'll actually see the oils landing on the surface. And then kind of pick this up with your finger. I like going around once. It's a pretty long twist, but I find it really works. Once you have your twist, you want to go over the top of the glass, get some nice lemon on there, and then what I'll do is I'll either wrap it around my finger like this to get the curl. But if you want a really, so it gives you a nice twist, but if you want a really, really nice tight twist, take your bar spoon, or any spoon really, anything with a nice long barrel like this, and roll it around, and see how nice and tight that's getting? You want to get it nice and snug, like that, and then just slide it off. And then you have this beautiful twist that you can kind of drop in and lean over the top. It makes your drink nice and citrusy and beautiful to look at. So there is your lemon twist, or citrus twist. But now let's say you have a whole bunch of people coming over, and although that didn't take long, it's not complicated, maybe you want to kind of do them in bulk. One thing that you'll, put this off to the side. What you can do is you can make a whole series of twists at once. You're going to lose a little bit of the oil part, but sometimes that's what you have to sacrifice for bulk. So what we're going to do, I'm going to move this glass out of the way so everybody can see, is you're going to cut off the ends. Get these out of the way. So now you have your lemon. Take a spoon. I happen to have a bar spoon. You can use any spoon. And you're going to kind of work in right at where the flesh is, around. And you can save the pulp for, to juice it. You can use a lemon juicer or just use your hands, honestly, and kind of squeeze that out, and then you can use that to make whatever cocktail you want. So I'm going to pop out the pulp there. All right, so now you have this nice piece. And then what I'll do, I'll just put this aside, is cut that open, like so. And then you're going to roll it. I'm going to see if I can kind of get off to the side so you guys can see it a little bit. You're going to roll this nice and tight, like so. And then I'm going to use a nice cocktail pick to hold that together, like so. And then you take your knife, and as you need your twist, you just cut them right out. And you'll see, you can still take it over your drink. And you can still kind of give it a little twist, get some of the oils in there. You can still run it along the ring, and now it's still wrapped up, so you can kind of drop it on your drink like that. And now you have a series of them, so if you're doing a batch, it kind of saves you some of that twist time. So there's a twist for a crowd. Okay, so now what we're going to do is light an orange zest, flame it over the top of a drink. Now, this isn't all flare. What you're doing when you do that is you're caramelizing the citrus oils on top of the drink. So it is a flavor enhancer, but it also looks pretty cool. So if you want to try doing this at home, first thing you're going to have to do is cut your zest. So you can use a knife just like this. You want a pretty decent piece here. So I'm going to do one about yay tall. That one's okay. It's a little fat on the back. But sometimes, I'll do another one. Get the hang of it the more you do it. And you want them big enough, because what we're going to end up doing is holding it over the drink like that. So you want it big enough that you can handle it. If you happen to have a vegetable peeler at home, the Y shape or this traditional shape, it also makes a pretty decent zest. So it's easier to do with a lighter. So to be very upfront, if you have a lighter, you have a lot more control. It doesn't look as cool. So if you're doing this and you want to look cool, then use matches. But not all matches are created equal. One thing you'll note about these matches, these inexpensive matches that I picked up, is they're very, very thin and small. When you are lighting to do the flame, you want to let the sulfur burn off the beginning of the match, because you don't basically want to flame that onto your drink. It's going to taste disgusting. These burn really, really fast. You can see I don't have a lot of time to work here. By the time I actually got my peel and heated it and then shot it, I'm out of room. So when you're looking for matches for this, try to get ones that are a little thicker and heavy duty. You'll see bars that do this a lot. They actually have really thick, heavy duty matches, which are great. But this should actually do us just fine. So you're going to let your match, let that chemical burn off, and then you're going to grab your peel, and you're going to kind of heat it, right? You're going to heat it right over here. And then that's a flamed orange oil over the top of a drink.